Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? Let us address the elephant in the room. So, I made a video regarding hepatitis B and what Foodie Beauty said, saying that she does have hepatitis B. But do I believe her? No, I don't believe she has hepatitis B now. And I didn't believe she had hepatitis B when she actually said, in her own words, I have hepatitis B. Now, let me put the clip in right here, right now, for reference.
Gonorrhea, that was 15th of February, negative. D-dimer, negative. Wow, you wanted to know about my thing. I'm just checking, I just want to check. Hepatitis C, antibody negative. Hepatitis B immunity panel, I do have hepatitis B. Aha! Neisseria gonorrhea culture. October 2021, October 19th. Strep.
All right, so 3 hours ago, she says this: can you people please get a life? Now, people are accusing me of having Hep B when I was vaccinated in school for this. I do not have any hepatitis diseases. I know you're bored and have no life, but please get one fast and stop making stuff up about mine. Ridiculous people, I swear. Now, she did actually say that she has hepatitis B. We heard it in the clip. We saw her say it when she did say it, however long ago that was. And there's a lot to this, because I know she lived in Canada. I'm in Canada right now. And yeah, we get vaccinated for this stuff in school, but that doesn't mean that mistakes don't happen, especially in certain populations. There are people who will and do have hepatitis B, even though they have been born in Canada. So let's take a look at some of these comments. Cool Cat saying, are they saying this because your eyes are yellow or because Hep B showed up on your blood work when you had testing done like a year or two ago? Is because she said she had Hep B when it was the antibodies. That's why. Cool Cat. Cornelia says, you could just let it go, ignore it, but then you didn't get the attention you love so much. It doesn't matter what they say about you as long as they keep saying. I have mixed feelings about this, because I think Foodie Beauty needs to address certain things. If she wants to do it in a video, fine. It's a controlled environment in a video. Good for her. Why not? Mad Mac Shay says, you see a negative comment, immediately dismiss it and move on, girl. People like that do not deserve your time. You don't owe any of us anything. Just be happy. Let go, ignore the negative hater energy, and keep making your content. Bless you and your new life. Many happy days to you. Okay, Dana T says, people are so silly. Barbara says, I really don't know how you put up with all these negative bullies. You're a strong person. Keep going, girl. Did she actually watch the video in totality? Did she actually see what she said? Because if she did, she should address this a different way. But like, yes, I did say I had Hep B, but what I meant was that I have the antibodies, like I have the immunity for it. Maybe that's what she should have said, instead of, oh, I have Hep B, which of course, you know, people are gonna misconstrue. Now, I did make a video about this, and in my video, people watched it in total, because I see certain comments, and I know from certain comments people are not watching the video in full. So I had a video about the whole Hep B situation that I wanted to clarify, and I said that I don't believe she has Hep B. Why? Because once again, you get vaccinated for it. You do. In Canada, you would get vaccinated, and a hell of a lot of countries in the world, most countries in the world, or should I say almost all countries in the world, should be vaccinating you for this stuff. Yeah. But once again, things do get missed, and things happen. Negative, false positives happen, false negatives happen, etc., etc., etc. I can tell you a plethora of stories about people having false negatives or false positives, and it affecting their life. Now, I won't go much into what people are saying in these comments. anymore. Let's take a look at what Foodie Beauty said in her video.
Alright, so I'm doing a short video on this. I can't believe I'm even doing this after I tell myself I'm not going to bother addressing rumors. But when it comes to me, I have so many leech channels making up absolute BS when it comes to my life. And some of it can possibly be detrimental. So if you're one of those channels, you need to stop. Number one, get a life and focus on yourself and stop making up lies. So I actually am now being accused of not being allowed in Kuwait because I have hepatitis B and other STDs. So I just want to prove to you, I dug up my...
Wait a second. She was the one who said she had hepatitis B.
Medical information on my online chart, which I'm able to do. All of my test results are there, all of them. So I dug up the ones recently from when before I went to Kuwait. I said that I was tested. Nobody believed me. So I'm going to show you the screenshots right now of the information of the test results, and I will explain the hepatitis B situation right now.
Okay,
this is
cool.
not a rage. This is calling these dumb, moronic reaction channels out on their lies as usual. By the way, I'm choosing to make a video because I realized that I'm just cluing in that every time I make a community post, I give these leeches free content. So I'm going to make my own content on my own situation. So here we have the first screenshot is the hepatitis B results from the one test I had.
All right, so let's take a look at this. Hepatitis B virus surface antibody. Hepatitis B antibody positive, I guess is what it's saying here. And let's look more into this. So it says your value, a positive test indicates previous exposure to hepatitis B by infection or vaccine. Anti-hepatitis B can occasionally be present in the carrier state in all anti-Hep B's positive patients in whom natural infection is likely to have occurred. It is advisable to test blah 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 blah. So we can interpret this two ways. Is what it's saying. Either she got infected or she got the vaccine. It would most likely be because of the vaccine. Now again, as I've said before, things happen and false positives do happen, and sometimes people do get mixed where it might say, hey, yeah, you should have gotten your Hep B vaccine, but for some reason something happened and individuals don't get vaccinated. Even in Canada, even in America, even in the UK, even in Australia, even in New Zealand, it does happen.
Now, when I was in elementary school, I was vaccinated against hepatitis A and B. So if you read correctly, which I'm sure some of you are not capable of doing, I'm sorry to sound bitchy, but I don't know how else to say this. Hepatitis B virus surface antibody. The key word here is antibody. So yes, I have positive antibodies. Flag A for antibody.
That's
Do
not
people
what
know
she said.
Antibodies when you get the vaccine, you get antibodies in your body. So nature of abnormal test, where I circled in red. Let me read this for you. So this is not just a normal test for Hep B. If you can read here, it says a positive hepatitis B surface antibody test means you are protected against the hepatitis B virus, which if you read my test results, it says hepatitis B virus surface antibody. So yes, I'm positive for the antibodies. Doesn't mean that I have the virus. If I had hepatitis B, I would have definitely been notified and treated somehow. I don't know what they do for hepatitis B, but the government of Canada, the Ministry of Ontario and the Health Ministry of Ontario would not let me have this untreated. There's no way. All right.
Okay,
next.
wait. I'm sorry. Pause. Yeah, typically they will want to treat you if you do have Hep B. of course, and it has to be reported to the Ministry of Health. But that doesn't mean that there aren't people going around and with this stuff, because there are populations of people, like I said once again, that there are people going around with Hep B because they weren't vaccinated, even though they could be in their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s. They should have gotten their vaccination, but they did not. So what else can I say about this? Like, things do get missed. I'm gonna have to keep repeating myself. Even though we live in a quote-unquote first world country, things do get missed.
So if you remember, I don't know if I did a live stream, but I did go to a clinic before I went to Kuwait. So as you can see, collected on the 21st of October. I was tested for STDs, HIV, everything. That one got sent away. I would have to check for that. I'm not sure if that one's been posted yet. But chlamydia and gonorrhea are negative. So I actually can't believe I'm showing you all this private information as if you feel like you're entitled to it. I feel that people really need to mind their business and are just bored for content and have nothing else and are desperate at this point because they can't get views or any kind of attention on their own. So they make up things about my personal life. And I really wish that people would just shut the heck up and mind their business and move on with their day. My health is none of your business, okay? My personal life is none of your business. My status here is none of your business, and nothing is any of your business. So, this is the last I'm going to be showing any of this stuff to you. We will not be showing any other information, personal information, to prove any of your lies. You can believe what you want. I'm sure this will be severely picked apart and say that it's fake, even though it's legit, a picture from my phone. But
what are my thoughts on this? Do I think it's fake? No, I think they wouldn't let her in the country. Like, there's just certain things, if you don't automatically get a visa granted to you from a country, there's a standard out there in the world, and that standard is to check for certain things such as sexually transmitted diseases. You would of course check for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Those are like the big threes. Trick, maybe, probably. HIV, of course, HIV/AIDS you would check for, and hepatitis, you would also check for hepatitis. These are just standard things. So once again, do I believe she has any type of hepatitis? No. Do I believe she said she did? Well, I don't believe she said she did. I know she said she did, but did I believe her at the time? No, because it just didn't make any sense. I do think that she slipped and said something that now is she's having issues with. Yeah, pretty much it. So when it says, gonorrhea DNA and gonorrhea DNA, your value negative, collected the 21st of October 2022. Remember, she showed up in Kuwait on the 1st or somewhere around the 1st of November, like 31st of October to the 1st of November is the first time she showed up. The next time she showed up was March the 1st. So do I believe that she has any of this stuff? Nope. Can you treat Hep B? Well, treatment, I don't know about the word treatment. Well, there are measures. If you have acute Hep B, then typically they say to get a lot of rest, get adequate nutrition and fluids. But if you have more severe Hep B, then you need to be hospitalized. Is there a treatment for Hep B? No. When you have the virus and you didn't get the vaccine and it's in your system, then it's in your system. So what should you do? Well, some people get lucky and it gets resolved, as in they shed their viral load. It happens a lot with some viruses. Your body is able to just get rid of it. So some people do get lucky that way. But overall, what she's saying here, do I look at this and say, hey, this looks kind of weird? It says collected the 21st of October 2022 from urine, but it's resulted on the 2nd of February 2023 at 6:40 a.m. What the hell is going on?
That's totally your prerogative. I no longer care. I'm going to continue to do my content, worry about my beezers, my life with my husband. I just don't like being accused of having diseases that I don't have. That is defamatory. And if I was in Canada and what had the means to, I would be coming after all of you for defamation.
Actually, I don't think she would. Well, it depends on how people phrase that, because if she literally says she has Hep B, then you're quoting her verbatim. If I am saying that she said she had Hep B and she actually said she had Hep B, whether or not she does have Hep B, it doesn't matter. I'm quoting her verbatim as to what she actually said. Did she have any diseases with NANS? I don't know, maybe not. But did she say she had diseases, or at least one disease? Yes. So once again, I'm saying that verbatim she said she had something. So that is what I'm saying. I'm saying that she said she had it. Whether or not she had it doesn't matter. What people are saying is what she said that came out of her mouth, or what she typed out. Most likely what came out of her mouth, but you know what I mean.
So before you make up all of these lies about someone's health, think of how it impacts their life. You really don't think at all that interfering with someone's life in any way, how it impacts them, how it impacts their reputation. It's ridiculous at this point. So I don't expect it to stop. Like I said, people are bored and have nothing better to do with their life. They have no content. That's clear. Whenever there's nothing, the drama dries up. They scramble for things to make up and talk about, and now it's making up things or twisting things maybe that I've said in the past. Even if I was infected previously with something before, which I did talk about at the time, because I was under a lot of emotional distress. So actually, for people to bring that up and use it against me because I contracted that in the first place a couple of years ago, because my abuser cheated on me without me knowing. He cheated on me and contracted something and gave it to me. And that's how I found out. And even then I was in denial about it. But what I went through was traumatic and disgusting, and I hope it never happens to any of you. But for people to use that as a means of trying to use that, what happened to me, against me when it wasn't my fault, making it seem like, ew, you're dirty, you had an STD, you had disease, when again, it wasn't my fault, I was cheated on, is absolutely disgusting.
All right, wait a second here. There's lots of people, including myself, who told her, please get away from Nader El Shami. It's not going to end well. And guess what? Did it end well? No. Did she get away from him? No. Did she stay in the relationship when by all means she could have gotten away? Yes. She didn't share a residence with him, which makes it harder for people to get away. She didn't share a car with him, which would make it harder to get away. She didn't have children or any pets with him, which would make it harder for, the typical person to get away. By all means, she could have easily gotten away. By all means, she was told over and over, and she would block people when people tell her, hey, you need to get away from this guy. So does what she say? What do you think about what she's even saying right now? Okay, yeah, so she once again says, okay, yeah, she got something. Guess she got it resolved with the azithromycin. Yeah, it was the azithromycin, right, that she was taking for her STD. But yeah, it got resolved, and here we are. It says gonorrhea negative, a test that she had to do to have the ability to get into Kuwait.
And I cannot believe that people still support and follow creators who serve no purpose on the YouTube platform other than to defame and harass people for no reason, just for content. For your entertainment, you are inventing the fact that you think that I have diseases when you have no proof. That's your entertainment. Please think about that. And honestly, you all need to do better. It's really sad at this point. I'm just trying to live my life, and proving time and time again that all of the lies and accusations are BS, but they just get turned around again and again. So you know what? Have fun. But again, I've just proven you that you're all liars. And so with that information, I wish you well. Bye.
All right, so she's making the video 8 minutes long for more ads. Here we go. Tell me your thoughts about this whole situation and what's going on. Did you think she had Hep B, or did you think it was plausible? At the time that she was talking about the STD and the situation with Natter, did you think she had one? Didn't you think she had one? Did you think it got resolved? Did you not think it got resolved? So much things to talk about, so little time. So give me your thoughts in the comment section right now. I'd like to hear from you. And no, I think she got the vaccine, and I think that even if somebody else had Hep B that she was sleeping around with, she has the vaccine. Okay, so that is not a huge concern in terms of Hep B, but she shouldn't be, doing it with people, especially with a guy like Nader El-Shami without protection, because, why put yourself in a situation like that when there's like a lot of people who don't practice the safest sex in and around him? That's just my opinion. But you know what? Once again, give me your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear from you, and I am out.